Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are watching me from. I just want to say this. Like I always say, it's been in my mind. I know there is a mother, there is a father, there is a guardian, there's an auntie or a good uncle who is somewhere crying now because of the teenage child going to prison. Because the teenage child will not listen to them. Because he will not focus in his studies, because he will not focus on the skills he's being asked to learn. I just want to encourage you people, because I know that the struggle is real. You are busy looking for how to feed, clothe, and shelter these children, but they chose to listen to people outside. Do not cry. Do not cry. Keep doing what you are doing and trusting in God. I pray and I hope that they will learn before it is too late. You know how many children who are suffering in prison, smart kids who would have been useful to their society, to their world. I just don't know how to express myself enough, because it's so overwhelming that when you tell the children things they don't want to listen, some of them, not all. But I tell you, who do you think will love you more than those who take care of you? You should know. You should reason. You can even type in and say, how does a mother treat a child or her own child or children? Who is a good mother? What are the rules for good mothers? You know, there's so many things you can ask Google and it will give you answer. I believe it's going to be positive answer. You know the difference between good and evil children, don't you? You do. You know what happens to the kids when they steal at school. You know what happens to the kids when they kill. You know what happens to the kids when they do all kinds of evil that will end them up in jail or prison. You know all of those things. You watch movies, you watch your cartoons, they show it. You know what happens. Why won't you listen to those who care about you? It hurts so much, children. We are not metal. We have feelings. We have emotion. It would be nice for you to listen to us, because we have passed that stage you are. And we know that that stage can be very destructive. That stage of teenage can take you out of this world, can throw you in prison for life, can make you do things that you don't want to even do. But if you listen to those who love you, like your parents, like your auntie, like your guardians, who truly love you, because you know love when you see one, they got to set rules and regulations. Because in this world we are, there's rule. If you don't want to obey the rules and regulation of your family members, your parents, your auntie, your guardian, or whoever you are living with who takes care of you, if you don't want to obey their rules and regulation, you will obey the rules and regulation in the world, because the world has law and order. If you break the law is not a respecter of persons. They will throw you in jail. They won't think about your ignorance, or they will say, oh, he's a kid. No, ignorance is not an excuse in law. If you break the law, whether you are young or old, you are going to jail or prison, or maybe juvenile. But you will not have the same freedom you have when you were under your mother's rule, when you were under your auntie's rule, and he's telling you, make sure you go and come back at this time. Make sure you study your book. Make sure you eat when you have to eat. When she goes out, or when they go out, they buy things, they bring as much as they can afford. Don't be greedy. This is a topic for another day. But children, I'm telling you, if you listen to those who love you, not your peer groups, I'm not saying they don't love you, but if you cannot choose your friends, you don't know how to choose good friends, don't be a follower. Come back home. Home is where the heart lies. Home is where love is. I don't know about negative homes or homes who don't love their own, but I'm talking about a loving home, a God-fearing home, a home that cares for you, a home that tells you the truth. Because the truth, your friends out there may not tell you the truth, because if they tell you the truth, You might discontinue your friendship with them. But the home, your parents, your guardian will damn the consequences. They're telling you the truth, because if they don't tell you the truth now, you will be living a lie. So listen, children. And mom, dad, don't cry. It is well. Continue to do your best. Continue to pray. Continue to trust in God. Continue to call them close to you. What can you do? That's all you know how to do. I just want to encourage you, parents. I just want to tell you, God bless you. You will reap the fruit, the fruit of your suffering, of your hard work, of your dedication and commitment to your children, and even your relatives, your guardians you took care of. Thank you. God bless you. Please love, like, share, and subscribe. Please, please, please. Bye-bye. Thanks.